Hey guys, Kimball here, back again, doing another replay analysis. This time we're with Whiffles in the champ ranks. It is hot today. It's a good 100 degrees where I'm at, so trying to stay cool here. This kickoff goes good. I like how you cheat up on the side a bit. Nice read of that ball. It was a bit of a pre-jump, and pre-jumping is pretty risky. And there's another instance in the video where it does cost you a bit, but in that case it worked out. It looked like you had actually, done a good job of predicting what was about to happen on the wall there, so you did a good job there. But just be careful pre-jumping. Nice bump. You sent the guy to the roof nearly. You should leave. Yeah, so I think this is a reoccurring theme in the video, and with your teammates Steven and Jonesy, it seems like you guys are pretty offensive. No one's really playing, a little slower and defensively. That was my dog, that noise. So it's just like you guys are, I think, having a little positional and rotational troubles, and it looks like you guys are pretty consistently traveling in a line or next to each other, or all three of you guys pushed up on the field. And it's just, something to be aware of. It's still a bit surprising to me that, players in the champ ranks can still have rotational problems, but I think in twos, to me, it's a little less noticeable, but in threes, because if you have rotational trouble and you're playing a team that is rotating really well, you'll just, always feel like you're, either late to the ball or in the wrong spot. And that's kind of the theme of the video here. As far as I can tell, it's just really, really odd and weird to drive, next to your teammate. So let's just get kind of right into that. This is weird because you guys, Steven and Jonesy, are both pushed up, and you decide late to go back. You should be going back now, flipping back, getting back, because, obviously they're getting ready to push up. You guys have been beat there. And then you challenge the ball from the side, which is pretty risky. Challenging the ball from the side will usually, result in, either you getting beat or you, setting up a pass for the other team. And in this case, it was both of those things, which is a bit unfortunate. And then you die, so, you're out of play. Here you are. Let's go back to 100. So yeah, just be careful of challenging the ball to the side. That is really not a good idea. You would have been better served, kind of going back and getting a better hit on it, but no goal for them yet, so that's good. Pretty even game so far. Nice job going for that to maybe get a touch and drop it for Steven, but didn't result in anything, but you tried. So here we go again. Your teammate doing the same kind of thing that you did and challenging the ball from the side. It's not his review, but I feel like you were kind of looking for team input also. And he's beat here, beat pretty badly. It's again why you kind of don't want to challenge from the side. He should be, how can I show this? Here we go. You're there, he should, be going back and letting you get the turn on that. He is closest, but this is not a quality challenge at all. So just, rotational things again. Why does this not go in player? Here we go. It's just odd. He was kind of last man back and you were returning, and that really kind of puts you in a horrible spot also. His challenge and what the ball ends up doing puts you in a, position where you're kind of backtracking. Pre-jump there, it worked out. It was a good dunk. I think you noticed it, but following the ball back on its trajectory, you know, it can be confusing for your teammates to read because they don't know whether you're going to make a play on the ball or if you're just, you know, driving back. But it looks like you kind of recognize that and you see both your teammates here. So you know, start kind of going back to the net, which is good. I just probably would have made a beeline back to the net without grabbing that boost. On this, you know, like, don't commit to something or feel rushed to commit to something if you have time to make a play or a good touch on the ball. Like for this, you have Steven on the wall, but it looks like he kind of decides here that, you know, he's not going to be able to get that. And you have Austin from the orange team trying to get a hit on that ball, which he does not. And, you know, after you see him whiff, you have a bit of time. You know, you didn't necessarily need to jump off the wall. But, you know, hitting the ball in the corner is really hard. It's unpredictable at times. And if you're, you know, unsure if you can get the ball and you just see your opponent go flying by it, take your time, man. Like you got a little bit of time here. I think no one's even around other than Austin, who just went flying by. You've got Nova, you know, kind of going back down here. This camera angle's weird. Naruto was there, but I mean, you might have been able to send that down the wall here. So just something to think about. You know, jumping on the corners is risky, and if you have time to, you know, do something other than jump on the corner, you know, you should. Someone should be off the backboard on that. Steven is, just good. Here, like, you guys are driving in a line, like literally in a line. And this is horrible. Like, you never want to do this. Mostly because, like, if any of you guys get beat, like, your side of the field's nearly completely open, you know, and all it's going to come down to is a poor, you know, or a 50-50 that doesn't go your way for this to end up in potentially a goal, which, you know, luckily it doesn't. And I say luckily, like intentionally, that luckily it did not end up in a bad 50-50 for you guys, but it could have, and then you could have given away an easy goal. So yeah, just watch that, you know, be aware of where your teammates are and try to stay away from them. I like to be like a third of the field away from my teammates if possible. Not a great touch there, but it'll do. Steven got a nice little touch on that. You got bumped. You still made a play on that though, which is good. Nice recovery. Nice. You're pushing up, which is good. You're a bit late to that. I think it's because you're doing like so much turning here. Like you can see this ball is headed towards the corner. So you're a little late to that, but no problem. Now you're challenging from the side. You know, Yas is in a probably, you know, a little better position to do that, and you cut the rotations, which caused you know, you to become out of position. And then it's who's this? Steven against the whole entire team. So just be aware of that. Luckily no goals for them because of that, but something to watch out for. Oh, that was weird. I think you just have no boost and you're like not trying to challenge that, and you miss the side boost, so you do, you know, boost over ball, which is really, really risky, especially in threes, and especially when they're dribbling the ball down, you know, to your side of the field, or not dribbling, but pushing the ball to your side of the field. Oh, that was unfortunate. You're just late to that. I would have fast aerialed there for sure. If you don't know how to fast aerial, I'll spend a minute or two in free play after this to go through how I do it. So 1-0, you're down by 1. Now you said you were having trouble with giving away goals, you know, one after another. You can watch for that. Nice job there, sending it where no one was. Steven, you know, not making great decisions there, and then Jonesy right on him. Again, like, you know, you guys all together here, just one hard clear is all it's going to take for you guys to be, you know, on your heels or, you know, getting scored on. So watch that. For me, like, I see dude on my left, Jonesy, and I'm hanging back. Like, I'm not boosting, I'm not pushing up. I'm going to be, you know, halfway between, you know, midfield and my own net. So, because that just about as easy of a save as it gets, right? Like, if you were in the net, and it's this decision right here that cost you that. Continuing to push right in this moment versus hanging back and backing up Jonesy. Like, when your teammate is challenging the ball and going for 50-50, you need to be able to back them up. Otherwise, why even go for 50-50s, or why even challenge the ball at all if, you know, no one's going to be there to clean up after it? Because you're going to lose about half of them. That's why it's, you know, called a 50-50. But continuing to push and be next to him, not the smartest move. And continuing to push here, where, you know, Steven may or may not have more boosts. He may, but Jonesy, you know, pretty much under you here. So all three of you guys on offense, and you're flying at the ball and missing. It's a little unfortunate there. So just watch, you know, watch those rotations. If both your teammates are really aggressive, then, you know, try to be the person that's a little more conservative and defensive on your team. Or if, you know, if it's not you, then who is it? You know, someone should be playing responsibly and, you know, kind of conservatively. Because you're only down by 2 here, you could definitely come back. This is nice. Steven gets a nice, you know, little push on that. And you get a great pass to Jonesy. And you're continuing to push here still. You know, you're boosting, and then you recognize what's happening. And you half flip and try to get back, but you're already out of position. You know, I would have gone right here with the option of, you know, kind of circling back to the net. Yeah. So just be mindful. Don't, you know, feel like you always have to push in threes, because you don't really. I mean, you do, but you need to have some defense also. You can't just have your net wide open. And then, you know, you get scored on because it didn't look like you were able to get up that fast on that. And you had 8 boost. Oh, you should have been able to get there, which is rough. It's, again, just, you know, traveling together seems to be a root of you guys' problems here. Great goal by Steven here. I'm going to watch this because, you know, kind of been a rough game for you guys so far, so I want to show this. It's pretty good. Just a beautiful play. He's right in the right spot there. It bounces off the ceiling and pretty much lands on his car. He gets a nice goal there. Nice job. You guys are all on offense here. Just calling that out. Someone should be back-ish so that you're not backpedaling to get onto defense. Like, you see this? you have to start driving backwards. And you're just kind of trying to catch up to the ball defensively, which is never really a good strategy for playing defense. Is this 100? Yeah. So someone just needs to be going back. You know, I think it's Jonesy pushing up. Jonesy's probably last. Who knows what Jonesy's doing? Ball chasing. Putting you out of position. Just again, you know, following those rotations, first person, second person, third person, is going to help you guys a lot. Look, all you guys are pushing up here. 3 people on offense. Whereas if Jonesy was just staying back, he could have sent that into a corner. You could have, you know, backed him up as he went for 50-50 and potentially pushed the ball out of your side of the field. But instead you're, you know, trying to keep them out of the net and not doing a very good job at it. That's a rough one. Totally avoidable. IMO. Nice job there. Keep pushing up. Good attempt at some pressure there. I think that, you know, was the right move there by you. Good patience there by you, but just a weird decision here. Yeah, that was just a little weird. Oh, you did. That was weird. I don't know what Steven is going for here. Very strange touch on the ball. Not even a shot, just kind of like a pop, kind of drives under it. Maybe he's lagging. I don't know. It doesn't look like he's lagging. All 3 of you guys are here. No one on defense. Your defense is wide open. Ooh, just a rough game, man. Like, you guys need to pick up your defense. Like, you need to figure out your defensive strategy and your defensive rotations because you're not doing them. You know, someone should be more aware of, I think all you guys actually should be more aware of where each other are so that you're not, you know, cutting off rotations and leaving open parts of the field for your opponents to, you know, potentially score on you. It's hard to kind of explain what you need to do because I don't think just one thing is going to do it. Just, you know, your teammates shouldn't be challenging, or none of you guys should be challenging the ball to the side. You know, traveling in a line or in a group close together in threes is super, super risky. And just be really careful of driving sideways across the field. And I mean, like, you know, you being here and then suddenly the ball gets pinched over into that corner. And then you just rifle like this across the field to challenge. Never really a good move. You know, in threes you got so many people, you know, to handle things that if the ball gets pinched over there, you need to circle back so that your teammate that's over here can challenge the ball and have someone to back him up, right? Yeah. So, and just, you know, decision making, pre-jumping, boost over ball, you know, be careful of those things. Yeah, so just fast aerialing, you probably already know how to do this, but if you're not doing it, I feel like you're at a huge disadvantage, especially in the like champ ranks. So just basics: jumping, double jumping, and then holding jump and double jumping. You know, you're going to get up faster in the air if you hold jump at the same time as boost. And, you know, you're going to get up even faster than that if you double jump and hold jump both times. Hold jump, boost at the same time, right? You're going to get up way faster than if you're just, you know, single jumping and flipping. You know, you're going to get up way faster than even just double jumping. Like, that's just a double jump. Here it is again. So fast aerialing, I think, is really important. It's really easy to do. Really no reason why you shouldn't be doing it. Like, you should be able to get up fast in the air, even if you only have like 8 boost. Like, you should be able to get up fast in the air. So if you're not doing that, like, you should be. So yeah, I hope this is helpful. Really, like, it's rotational and positional. It seems to be your problem. You know, not recognizing where each other are and, you know, making bad decisions because of that. So just try to not travel together in a line, you know, at the same time. You're going to get beat and scored on easily, and then you're going to be upset with each other. So practice those rotations. You know, don't drive sideways across the field. Ball over boost whenever you can, and be careful pre-jumping. So those were the main things that I had noticed. Otherwise, you know, I thought you guys played a pretty close game up until you started getting scored on. So just try to keep it together and keep on practicing, man. Just work on that defense. Work on the defense. Anyway, if you have any questions, let me know. Happy to go over this with you, you know, in chat. Otherwise, I'll see you around later.